Go back to the lead story for this hour now. The Human Rights Commission is helping the family of Enoch Mpianzi to explore legal avenues following the pupil's death. Those include action that they could take against the Gauteng Education Department and Parktown Boys High School. The grade 8 pupil drowned during a school orientation camp that was last week. Let's go live now to ENCA's Lindokuhle Xulu, who has more and joins me now from Parktown. So, Lindokuhle, you've spent some time speaking to the family. We'll get to that in a moment, of them reflecting on the tragic incidents from last week. But I understand you are joined by a senior education department official.
Yeah, it's only that.
Well, that's right, Tulas. We are indeed joined by Steve Mabona. But before, what you said is rightfully so correct, because the department, rather the commission, did say, the Human Rights Commission did say that one of the possible people to be implicated in this lawsuit that they are looking to pursue is, of course, the Department of Education. The other party they have mentioned is, of course, the school itself. But one more thing they did say was that there may be other people that they do not want to speak about at this particular point in time, that they would want to explore legal action against. But of course, Steve Mabona for the Department of Education in Gauteng is here with me, and I guess what we want to get is a sense of reflection, your sentiments around the fact that the Human Rights Commission is now helping the family in terms of trying to get those answers. But they did say there is a possible law action that they might take, particularly against the department as well as the school. Just your reaction around that.
Look, remember we announced on Friday that we'll have an independent probe for Parktown, and today we have already started with the administrative process to appoint the firm, but we had to add now the second school, which is Lair School Becker in Machalis, to say let's also explore on an independent probe, because there were so many questions that could not be answered when the family was asking the principal and the SGP. So we will then have to give that an opportunity to continue in the police investigation as well. We'll respect that. Look, we've worked with the Human Rights Commission on many of our cases. We know that they will have an interest in on how we manage these cases. So we'll respect their space. Whatever information that they need, we should be in a position to provide, because it's not the first time we're in the same space, and we've never said no to them. We appeared before them when they questioned some of our, activities in our space. So we'll welcome that, because it's important for the people to know those that need to be assisted, they must be assisted, and accountability is what it's about here. I mean, as a department, we cannot say we will not cooperate. We will cooperate with the Human Rights Commission as we have done before this.
And as far as the information that you've gotten, because you do understand that there are some parties that are coming forward on social media and everywhere, but are there parties that have come particularly to the Department of Education to provide clarity on what has happened? And as far as things stand, what is it exactly that you are getting a sense of? Because I remember the MEC asking questions from the school, but what is the sense that you are getting in terms of what exactly transpired here?
Look, for us now, we want to give an independent probe an opportunity to do their work. So we'll also want to discourage members of the public from sharing any information that they have. It's actually advisable for them to bring that information to the department or to the independent, inquiry, to say, here's the information, because they will have to conduct interviews with many people, educators, learners that were there, including employees at the lodge. So they will have to do their work, including the second case. They will have to interview, including the families, because the families will want to say, no, there are things that we had, there are things that we want to say. So they will be given that opportunity. So we will want to encourage members of the public not to spread the information, rather share with the department. And those that are coming here to protest, we understand that there are people that are coming to protest here. As long as they do it silently, as they have claimed, We don't need noise outside our school. We don't need disruption, because it's a critical moment for us as a department. We must continue with the process of teaching and learning. Let's give learners respect and space for them to operate. I mean, as adults, we were given an opportunity to go to school. So we can't come into a school and want to disrupt it. So we'll really want to caution them to, if they do it, they can do it silently. I mean, this is a democratic country. Anyone has a right to do so. And we want to, echo the sentiments of the minister. Minister has already issued a statement conveying the condolences and also, pleading with the public to say, give the investigative bodies an opportunity to do their work.
All right, but Steve, let's leave it at that. I do understand that Steve would not want to say anything at this point in time, particularly because they have, elected to appoint an investigator to inquire as to what exactly happened. Of course, that investigation running concurrently with that of the South African Police Services, just to uncover the circumstances leading to the death of Enoch Mpianzi.
Right. So, Lindo, you've also spent some time talking to the family, and part of that conversation includes them telling you that they've made peace with what has happened, despite the fact that they're still seeking answers to key questions.
That's right, Tulas. In fact, they did say that they've made peace with the fact that their son has gone, and particularly one exercise that has given them that closure was the fact that when Enoch was found, just a few minutes after that, they were able to identify his body to their satisfaction. But they have questions, and they want, in their words, they did say that they want justice for what had happened to Enoch, signaling that they believe there is more to it than just an accident. But let's take a listen to the uncle who was among the mother and some of the family members who went to the Human Rights Commission, just to get a sentiment, a sense of what they said in that particular interaction we had with them.
We accept that our son is gone. So we are here to follow now the instructions of the commission, because for our side, we wanted maybe to have a second opinion on what would come from the autopsy. And to ask for a second opinion, we need to access to the first result to see if we can contest it or what. So now that we are here, I think we will follow the right channel if we will not be happy at any stage of the case. Especially, they will go tomorrow there, they might see the detectives of police services or whoever, the managers of the venue or whatever they want to contact. So for us now, we are a bit comforted and we are willing to follow the steps with them.
All right, so that's ENCA's Lindogo Hlekulu outside the Parktown Boys High School there.